Can you talk about the Martyr Complex, please? I want to be careful in speaking about this because this is not a DSM diagnosis. This is not something that's written about as it's written here in literature. But the definitions of the Martyr Complex seem to align on some core features. And these are chronic overgiving, identity as a person who is suffering, and then what builds up is resentment and scorekeeping, like I did that for you and you did not do that for me. Then when it manifests, it is indirect control by guilting somebody. Now, there are multiple routes of DSM diagnoses and mental health issues that lead to Martyr Complex behavior. So it can derive primarily from a sort of narcissism where I am the most suffering person in the room, right? So I attain my superiority by knowing that I suffer and sacrifice the absolute most, more than everyone else. And thus, I deserve to be praised for it. It can also arise from anxious attachment and codependency. Meaning, like, if I don't suffer in this relationship, they might leave me, or they might love me less. And another route is just persistent trauma growing up, where somebody feels the safest when they are the victim. And the reason why they feel the safest is because they have truly been the victim as they grew up and as they developed their attachment. This is how people kind of get into toxic relationships where they are the victim. If I grew up with a mother or a father who treated me poorly, I'm going to look for partners who treat me poorly because that's what love is to me. Now, with all that being said, how do you address this in a relationship? There are many therapeutic routes to take when dealing with this sort of issue, but the core principles are boundaries and open communication, asking for direct needs. A lot of folks with Martyr Complex have an issue asking directly for what they want. And that in and of itself builds resentment inside of them against their partner. So for them, people with Martyr Complex, they might feel awkward or ashamed or weird about asking something directly. Like, hey, I like when you tell me X, Y, and Z. Or I like when you do this for me. Obviously, this sort of healing only comes with therapy and deep introspection and reflective work, not just merely this TikTok video. But I hope that was a good enough explanation to kind of understand what this is. Please let me know if you have any questions below.